Good morning, Fort Worth. It is 25 November. You got Andrew and Richard Keller. Good morning, Richard.
Morning, how are you?
If you guys are joining us for the first time, the morning show is meant to be a shorter version of our episodes to get you up to date with what's happening in the Fort Worth community and get you on your way to work. How you doing? I mean, I asked that, but I need you to say something now.
I did say something.
Say more.
And I'm doing wonderful.
Are you awake yet?
I'm getting there. Hey, I'm off work the next 2 weeks. This is me in chill mode. Let's do this.
That's awesome, man. Good for you. Yeah. Let's get into the weather. Today's going to be fun, so I brought up the hourly. Usually I just give you the daily. But we got 62 right now. It's going to start dropping by 9 a.m. It's going to be getting into the 50s. By noon, we're at 57, and then it warms up just a little bit. And when the sun goes down, we're back to 55, and then 47 by midnight. Let's get up to the 10-day forecast for you guys.
So shorts were a bad choice today. Cool.
Yeah. I could have told you that, but you'd have had to listen to the morning show. By the way, this episode is ready for listening on all streaming services by 8 a.m. Spotify seems to update it first, and then it just kind of populates throughout the day.
Can confirm.
At their leisure. So I believe Apple Podcast is like noon, so that's out for most people.
I have Spotify, and that's what I like is usually the show comes on right when I'm taking my older son to school, so he gets to listen to it. He gets caught up on what's going on in Fort Worth. So.
You want to be careful. We do try to keep the show somewhat PG.
I mute it when Stubbs comes on.
Stubbs is our traffic correspondent. We purchased 97.1 the Eagles Black Thunder. We rebranded it, got it airworthy, and now it is Sky Viper, the Fort Worth Routes traffic helicopter. And Matt Stubbs from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre pops in every morning to give us a traffic report from the air, and we should be hearing from him very shortly.
It better be good this morning. It's a holiday week.
Tuesday, 65 for a high, 54 for a low. Wednesday, 78, 44 for a low. Thursday, 54, 33 for a low. We'll get into the other 2 days here in just a moment. We got Sky Viper. Mr. Stubbs.
Hello.
Good
Mr.
morning,
Root.
brother. How you doing today?
Morning, Stubbs. It's Itchy.
Hey, Itchy.
What's up, man?
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I'm still high.
Oh, okay. Right on. Well, you're about 5,000 feet right now, aren't you?
At least.
Yeah, and Candy hit the DMT pin while we're up here, too, so it's going to get really dangerous.
That's illegal. You need to keep details like that to yourself.
Matt, can you do me a favor? Candy owes me like $20. Can you shake her down on that for me, please?
Sure. Hey, you owe Itchy Richie $20, and $20 is $20. So
don't get yourself in trouble up there. She's flying you. She's literally got your life in her hands right now.
Yeah. Why is Itchy Richie there? Has he got new music coming out?
We ran out of people to guest on the show.
He got to the bottom of the list and went, "Oh man."
It's sounding good though. It's sounding good, Fort Worth Route.
Good. Thank you. What we got? How's traffic looking up there?
No major incidents right now. Just southbound 287 near Loop 820. There's a little bit of delays because of a minor 3-car vehicle incident. So be careful there. And then construction. We got downtown Fort Worth has multiple ongoing projects. So there's going to be a little bit of stuff around Commerce Street between 4th and 5th. Cockrell Avenue. Cockrell Avenue at West Devitt and West Berry Streets. There's full disclosures until the end of December 19th. Okay. That is Cockrell.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Avenue.
Heard you all 3 times.
Then Hemp Hill Street at West Rosedale has partial closures to the end of the year as well. And that's Hemp Hill Street at West Rosedale. I used to go to Rosedale when I was a kid every once in a while. We'd take $20 down there and
hey, mister. A little bit of hey, mister.
Sorry. Yeah, a little hey, mister. This is a family show, though. I can't get into that.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe Maybe I'll write a memoir and put out The Adventures of Hemp Hill and Rosedale Streets.
Man, you can make a book series out of that.
The Ladies of the Night of Rosedale. But anyway, then there's general traffic flow that's doing well. Congestion at I-35 and I-20 at the peak hours should be about it. But other than that, everything looks really good. Fort Worth routes.
Excellent, brother. Can we get you up there tomorrow morning?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be flying.
Excellent.
I'll be flying every day, man. Every day.
Hey, we got a Christmas party coming up. It's going to be on December 14th. I want you and the doctor here with us at Hoppin'.
All right. Word, man. Count me in, bro.
Bring some good food, too.
We're going to do the...
I will.
It's going to be a
and some peyote.
little potluck. Yeah, you want to bring peyote for your potluck dish?
That'll make it a real interesting show.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got an interesting peyote platter that I could throw together for everyone.
It's like a charcuterie board.
It has to be a platter, right? Peyote platter. All
Yeah,
right, brother. Well, we appreciate you. Y'all fly safely up there and try not to tick off Candy today.
I won't. I love your hairy belly.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful hairy belly. Okay, he's gone. Thank God. I was getting nervous there. Oh,
sorry.
Wow. That just dropped out all sorts of quickness.
He hung up. He hung up. That's why.
Okay. Thursday, 54 for a high, 33 for a low. Friday, 56, 39 for a low. Saturday and Sunday are about the same, 60 and 35 for the low. All right. Yeah, we always appreciate having Mr. Matt Stubbs from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast up there in old Sky Viper for us. Let's move on to our next segment. Let's see, what is our national day of today? Yeah. International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Blaze Day. On this unique holiday, take pleasure in not having to pretend to find pleasure in anything. So you don't have to fake it today.
It's Blasé Day.
It's
French.
Is that how you say it?
I get, yes.
I just said Blaze. That's cool.
No, that's fine.
And then a bunch of other. It's like National Parfait Day. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Suriname Independence Day. I don't know why you're skipping over that.
What is it?
Suriname Independence Day.
You want to tell us your experience on that?
I just saw it. And I saw Independence Day, and I thought it was important that we talk about freedom and democracy.
And Suriname.
In Suriname.
The Dutch colony. Right.
Oh,
okay.
Dutch. Okay.
Christina Applegate turns 52 today. And there was one more that I recognized. Amy Grant.
Oh.
Doesn't have her birthday, though. That's interesting. It's her birthday, though. It doesn't say how old she is. All right. This day in history, John F. Kennedy is buried at Arlington National Cemetery. And that was 1963. 1947, studio executives agree to blacklist the Hollywood 10. Hollywood executives fire 10 writers and directors a day after they were held in contempt for refusing to testify before Congress about their alleged involvement with the Communist Party. Boy, things sure have changed. All right. I wanted to get into this with you just because it's Thanksgiving week.
Oh, yes.
This is the top 10 things that you'll see at Thanksgiving. When we get to the bottom of the list, you got to tell me what is missing from this list because I've already identified at least one major one. All right, so number one, of course, is turkey, parentheses, and gravy.
Yeah, you can't do it without the gravy.
I think we can definitely agree on that. Stuffing,
yeah.
I think that's deserving of the number 2 spot.
I think that should go with turkey, technically, because it's supposed to be in the turkey, but I'm not here to question the good people of country living.
Country living, yeah. Countryliving.com is where we're getting this. Number 3, mashed potatoes. Yeah, got to have that. Sweet potatoes.
I'm going to take 4. Or leave on that.
Same, yeah. Dinner rolls, sure. The ones they have in this picture look like crap.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 6, corn. Got to have some corn. I don't remember eating any corn.
As long as it's like cream corn, that's an awkward dish.
Isn't that what that is?
That looks like it could be corn casserole.
It does. It looks like a corn casserole.
My mother-in-law does an excellent corn casserole.
Shout out Itchy's mother-in-law. Number 7, cranberry sauce. Never been a fan of that.
Yeah.
Number 8, green beans. Green bean casserole.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a must.
I would not have picked this as a Thanksgiving meal, but I'm here for it. Mac and cheese, number 9.
That should be a side with every meal, really.
Sure. Or the entire meal.
Yeah, you add your protein to it. It's a one-man dish right there.
I feel like this should have been closer to the top, but it's pumpkin pie, number 10.
I feel like I feel like putting that at number 10 was a little bit of, I don't know, kind of like they forgot or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, crap. Let's put pumpkin pie in here.
Oh, we don't have any dessert on here.
So the one I saw that was missing was definitely deviled eggs.
Oh, that's number 1.
Every year, I go through at least way more than I should.
Yeah, same here. And then I pay for it for the next 48 hours.
Is there anything else that should have been on this list that you're missing?
Whipped topping for your pumpkin pie. And we're in Texas. Pecan pie as well.
It's pecan.
Either way.
I was going to say whiskey. There's some bourbon that should have been on that list, maybe.
Whiskey's assumed. If you do your turkey right, there is whiskey in the glaze.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right, on to Fort Worth news. The city of Arlington, well, we're a little outside of Fort Worth for this story, but it's important. The city of Arlington will install traffic detectors equipped with artificial intelligence to help manage traffic ahead of big events, including the 2026 World Cup. Did you know that was coming?
I did know that was coming.
I had forgotten because they'd been doing it it'd been projected for so long. A spokesperson for the city public works department said that the city is investing $600,000 to buy no traffic detectors that use AI to improve safety and efficiency for drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians at 30 intersections around the entertainment district.
That'll be proof of if the robots are trying to kill us or not.
Well,
how well that
goes. That was one of the big things in iRobot, right? It took over the traffic system and was smashing cars into each other. Let's see. I was trying to find some more on the game.
Oh, well, there's more games now, so they added a bunch.
Well,
it was only supposed to be 3 initially, and now it's 9 or something.
More to follow on that. Fort Worth receives multi-million-dollar grant to tackle poisonous homes. That's right. We've got poison homes here in Fort Worth. One City of Fort Worth program is on a mission to eliminate poisonous homes, and it just got millions of dollars from the federal government to do that. From NBCDFW.com, this week city officials celebrated a $5.7 million grant from the U.S. Department of Housing. The program helps income-eligible neighbors protect their kids who live in homes with lead-based paint that is deteriorating, with a particular focus on homes built before the 1970 ban on such paint. And after I read this, I was thinking about you, and I was like, you must have been born and raised in a home that was built before 1978.
I certainly ate a lot of the things off the wall.
That makes a lot of sense. Otters in distress among allegations against now shuttered North Texas Aquarium.
Is that the one in Ridgemar?
The Sequest Aquarium in the Ridgemar Mall closed in October after previous allegations of animal cruelty by the ethical treatment of people for the ethical treatment of animals. So PETA got in there and really did a number on these guys, but it was 110 violations.
That's sad because I took my kids there.
It was a cool spot, man. It really was. But they said, do you remember the capybaras?
Yeah.
They said the capybaras had hip dysplasia because of some of the stuff that was in the enclosure. Birds were being kept in cages that were too tight. Just a lot of stuff like that. And while some of it kind of seems to me like nitpicking, how do you really cage that many animals in a frickin' mall and not run into issues?
Well, you would assume one has some room to grow in a mall too. Like if you wanted to properly take care of those animals, I feel like you could go to the mall and be like, hey, you're not using that Sears anymore.
Not at those ticket prices. It was cheap.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Taylor Sheridan ropes famous friends into Fort Worth cutting horse event. Now, I steer clear of Taylor Sheridan the way I do anything that has gotten too popular. Taylor Sheridan is too popular, so I don't like reading stuff about him. But this looks really cool, so good job, Taylor Sheridan. Taylor is roping together a mix of actors from his television shows, such as Yellowstone and Landman, for a Fort Worth fundraiser. The first annual National Cutting Horse Association Celebrity Cutting will take place at Fort Worth's Will Rogers Coliseum on Friday, November 29th. Proceeds from the event will benefit the UT Southwestern Monty and Tex Moncrief Medical Center at Fort Worth. Hosted by the NCHA, the event will bring together celebrities and skilled cutting horses trained to raise funds for the center. Tickets on sale now. I'm reading this off of MSN.com, and it goes on to tell more about it. It does not list, I don't think, here we go. Star-studded lineup set for cutting horse fundraiser. Okay, Sheridan is lining up a mix of actors from the various TV shows in support of the fundraiser. Nicole Kidman, Ian Bowen, Luke Grimes, Forey Smith, LaMonica Garrett, Jefferson White, Austin Hebert, Jen Landon, Thad Lukenbill, Brecken Merrill, Amina Neves, Mo Brings Plenty. Okay, that's a name. Mo Brings Plenty. Michelle Randolph, Brandon Sklenner. And it's got their respective shows listed to the side there.
Nicole Kidman, though. That's a big get.
Yeah, that's a big get, but it's Taylor Sheridan, of course. So,
I mean, if I get a chance to hang out with Nicole Kidman this week, I think that's pretty cool.
I'm not complaining. Yeah. All right. On to space news. We're switching websites. We're at space.com now for our space news. They've got less political stuff, and I like that a lot. On this day in space, November 25th, 1970, first powered flight of the wingless M2 F3 aircraft. And another one, there's all sorts of like Aurora forecasts. SpaceX launches 23 Starlink satellites. When is it going to be enough, Itchy? When are we going to have enough satellites in space?
When we can't see the sun. That's the simple answer.
Actually, disaster is going to strike before then, I think, as space debris starts to accumulate.
For this show being a happy start to your day, you sure are doom and gloom lately.
All right. Well, I can fix that. Hold on just a second.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can. Let's turn this down. I've got my Theo Vaughn for the day.
Oh, well, yeah, no, we can't.
I think this is a permanent segment now. I just have to find my favorites.
It should be a permanent segment in most people's lives. I think
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I think you need Theo Vaughn in your day.
Not much makes me happier. This is a Thanksgiving-themed Theo Vaughn, so I thought it'd be perfect.
Dude, I swear to God, you show me a peach cobbler. You hide a peach cobbler in the woods. Maybe I would say up to 60 feet off the interstate, even behind a couple trees, and I'll still be able to see that bitch driving at 65 miles an hour. I will still be able to see that thing, boy. My eyes are keen to a cobbler, baby. I got that cobble wobble in my face, son. You know what I'm saying? I see a dessert and I just can't even handle myself. I see a cobbler. Dude, gas station, I'll be at full tank, bruh. I'll be driving by it. I don't need any gas. I see peach cobbler, $2.15, a quarter pound, bruh.
Damn, $2.15 for a quarter pound?
This thing ain't even a Tesla, and this bitch is doing automatic U-turns. I be U-turning up in that ad gas. All right.
That's our boy Theo Vaughn, and we appreciate you, Theo. Please be on the show sometime.
Yes.
All right. We've got our one call-in for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is meant to be a community connector. If you have a business with an event coming up, if you are an artist and you got a gig this week, this weekend, whatever, if you're doing anything inside the city of Fort Worth or the surrounding area, as far out as Grand Prairie, as far north as Denton, as far west as Weatherford or Brock, as far south as Burleson, if you're inside that circle, you're inside of our realm. So make sure and let us know if you have an event. You can call us, 817-988-1292, and leave a voicemail, or the way we prefer it is you pick up your smartphone, you make a recording on your recording device, recording app, and then you send that MP3, WAV, MOV file in an email to media@fortworthroots.com, and we'll play it. And Mr. Richard Keller has started doing a segment, and here is today's segment.
It is now time for a Cheese Random Fact of the Day.
In Mary Shelley's book Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster was an admitted vegetarian. What were the villagers so afraid of?
Very nice.
I read that fact, and I was like, that book has no teeth now.
Well, it's got teeth. They just chew vegetables.
Well, yeah, they're flat, and they're designed for crushing leaves and not incinerating meat.
So I want you to listen to the beginning of this again, and then I'm going to tell you what I hear every time I hear it.
It is now time for a Cheese Random Fact of the Day.
It is now time for a chili cheese random fact of the day.
I'm going to change it to that. I think that's better than what it is.
I didn't know what the hell it was saying for the longest time until I guess I asked you.
You asked me last week, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we got events, and ladies and gentlemen, Thursdays is our event coverage for the entire weekend. So our Thursday episode tends to go kind of far. I want to start off our announcements with a big Fort Worth Roots announcement. We will start doing a live studio audience from McFly's Pub second week of January. We're going to bring in the best, the highest caliber of local musicians with a microphone set up so that you guys can come in. I think we've got this scheduled at 5 to 7 on Tuesdays. And you'll be able to engage with the artists, ask questions, be part of the show. And there'll be drink specials specific to that event. And then right after that, we got Tommy Luke and Dippy Dog's open mic night. So it's just going to be a great Tuesday night. The morning show, we can't really do a live studio audience because half of you aren't awake yet. But we can get together at McFly's for the once weekly interview that we do with local musicians. We're going to be pulling musicians from Denton, Weatherford, Burleson, Grand Prairie, and all over North Texas.
Notice you didn't say the D word.
I don't say the D word, and you know that. And that's the whole reason you brought it up just now, just to make me upset, sir.
It's good radio, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Speaking of McFly's, and I'm going to, as I read this off, you're going to have to try to behave yourself, okay? Richie?
Okay.
Okay. So we've got a Christmas party coming up, and I'll get to those details in just a minute. But it's going to be December 14th, and we're doing it here 2 to 6, right, at Hoppin'?
2 to 6 here at Hoppin'.
Okay. This is where we shoot the morning show Monday through Thursday. It's a great spot. It's right next to Doc's Records. And if you haven't been out by December 14th, we'd love for you to join us. It is our once annual Christmas party.
Yep.
This year and last year, we've done it. No, in 3 years. This will be year 3.
For both of us.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're doing it officially together, though.
Officially.
On an official capacity, yes.
Sure. But I helped pass out flyers 3 years ago for that one.
You helped with the first Very Itchy Christmas.
And then last year we did it at the studio.
That's right.
And if you guys look at the graphic for the Christmas party, it says the shitter's full.
Yeah.
And the reason we put that on there is because we're not doing it at the studio this year, specifically because the plumbing is jacked up at the studio.
The shitter is literally full, pardon the French, this early in the morning.
But this is a great location for it. About 50 of you showed up last year. We'd like to have at least that many of you show up this year. It's going to be fun, potluck style thing. Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations and Jeff Zero in his own private universe will be on stage here where we're actually sitting right now,
here
currently.
And it'll be the album release show.
Yeah, it's free. There's no cover.
And it's going to be free.
So actually, Richard had to dish out quite a bit of money for this. So
I may not financially recover from this.
He will not financially recover from this. And actually, I hope his wife is listening because she didn't know. She didn't know until just right now how much money he'd spent on this.
She doesn't listen to anything I do. I could literally have dropped $1 million and she wouldn't have known.
So at 6
now
o'clock,
she's gonna know.
At 6 o'clock, our Christmas party is going to end, and over at McFly's, we're going to do the after party, and you guys can choose or decline to purchase a ticket for fantastic Mexican lucha libre, crazy midget wrestling. That's what they call it, so I don't want to hear anybody getting on to me.
It's on the flyer.
Now, I was asking questions about this because, immediately there's a little bit of pullback. I'm like, man, is this kind of messed up? The performers, the actors, the people that put this on, this is their deal. They do this.
They own the whole show.
They own the whole show. So, yeah, immediately I'm like, I don't know if this is PC, but you know what? It's not up to me to decide. This is their business plan, and this is what they do for work. So I'm here for it. Anyway, pre-sale for the ringside tickets are $40, and you can go to ticketon.com or call 1-800-668-8080. Now, if you get it at the door, ringside's $50. Pre-sale for the regular show is $25, and then at the door is $30. Now, for our after party, you don't have to spend $1. You don't get to watch the midget wrestling because, or I should probably call it dwarf wrestling. Earlier, I said it in part of the name.
I got in trouble for saying dwarf the other day. I don't know what the correct nomenclature is.
Okay, so
I'm just going to go with Lucha Libre.
Yeah,
Lucha that's
Libre.
Fun on its own.
There we go. So if you don't want to be part of the Lucha Libre Fantastico wrestling party, you don't have to do that. But we will have the after party at McFly's, which I didn't clear with you.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, cool.
There's going to be wrestling there. Why would I not be fine with that? That sounds like a great day of shows.
I'm buying a ticket for 2 reasons. I want to support these talented artists and athletes.
You want to watch.
And I want to watch real bad. Because I've never seen anything like this.
Well, but that's the thing. Is that like down when we were in Costa Rica, we found a channel that had, it was like the local wrestling. It was Lucha Libre. Dude, that was and I like WWE. I'll sit and watch some of that or AEW, but this was like
Next level.
4 steps above in terms of how awesome it was. Like
Yeah.
the story's better. It's great. It's great. I'm not a big wrestling guy overall, but I'd watch that.
Well,
So
outside
this
of
is
the
worth
U.S. too, without like all that, compliance and regulation, I'm sure it can get pretty lit.
Well, yes, but they don't have any concern over copyright. So like people were coming out to like Metallica songs. So it was great.
All right, so that's going to be at McFly's. That is 7 p.m. Doors at 6, show at 7 p.m., and it's going to be a blast. So, yeah, lots of McFly news today, and I think I had one more flyer for them. They are also having a beard and mustache competition at McFly's. It's their second annual, Sunday, December 1st, 6 to 9 p.m. Ooh. So that's going to be cool. 3 categories open for entry: grooming, length, and creativity. Or it just says creative. I feel like that should say creativity, though.
It looks like they ran out of
space
on the flyer.
You
and that's okay.
You could change the font, though.
Good. You could go down a couple points. There's ways around that, I'm sure.
All right. We got, a couple more announcements. Let's see. We already covered the Christmas party. I'll have that flyer up today. I want to put some posts out about that. Okay. It's giveaway time. It's Monday, and we do the giveaway every Monday. The way we do this is Thursdays we put out a video with me and the little spinny thing. If you're watching the video on YouTube, you can see it. But anyway, you comment on that video, and it doesn't matter if you've already got your name in here 5 or 6 times. We're going to put another ticket in there every time you comment on one of those weekly videos. If you don't win today, your ticket stays in there indefinitely until that thing gets so full that I just have to start over, I think is what I've decided. Because it's going to get so full.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Or hopefully by that point, you can offer multiple prizes in a week. That way you can cycle through the tickets.
That's the way to do it. We'll put on a paid show, and everybody with the ticket in there will be on the list.
Ooh,
that's the way we do it.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, real barn burner.
A real barn. Can we do it in an actual barn?
No, I don't like barns. They scare me.
Okay,
so Richard is going to take his headphones off. He's going to go around to the spinny thing. He's going to give it a good twirl, but don't go crazy. I don't want you to break it. So today's prize is from Thrive Apothecary. They were nice enough to give us a sample of a product they have there at Thrive Apothecary. Huh?
Is this gentle enough?
Yes, gentle enough. The keys are right below it. And from Michelle, she is giving away a 50-minute. I'm sorry. Michelle is the owner of the Body Scrubbery. Now, no looking, Richie. All right.
Eye contact. We're attempting.
Body Scrubbery, located on Pennsylvania Avenue, is giving a 50-minute luxurious and relaxing deep hydration facial. And the Thrive Apothecary item of the week. And I don't know the legalities of that. It is a legal product that can be sold here in the state of Texas. But anyway, it's the good stuff. Anyway, so that's this week's giveaway. And again, if you didn't win this week, your name stays in there, and we will call out a new one. Now, last week, somebody broke the rules. This is not a team sport. The person that wins has to listen to the episode to know if they won or not. We had somebody get out there and ruin our sacred rules. But that's okay, Susie. We forgive you.
Oh.
And you know what? It worked out perfect because last week our winner was Sarah Nesbitt, who's a friend of ours and a friend of the Fort Worth Roots podcast. And it was her birthday. So I'm actually glad that Susie broke the rules that one time. But again,
we all get one.
We get one, yeah. All right, so this week's winner, just handed to me from the Richard Keller fellow, Patty Pebbles. So Patty Pebbles, you are the winner this week. If you will contact us, we do have a limit on this. You've got to contact us before Thursday so that we can get this arranged for you. And if we do not get contacted today, then Peebles. I'm sorry.
Trying to help you out.
Patty Peebles. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry.
If you don't,
I was like, that sounds like a made-up name. I got to check that.
Yeah, it was. I made it up on the spot. If you don't contact us by Thursday, the prizes get rolled back into the winnings, and it becomes part of next week's giveaway. So the way it worked this last time, before Sarah Nesbitt won, we had a ton of stuff in that giveaway, which I'm here for it.
That was a good one.
I want to have big giveaways. So, but we're going to get out there and start hassling more people to put stuff in the giveaways for you guys. This one's not a bad one, but last week was certainly pretty impressive.
That was.
So, play the game every Thursday. Just keep an eye on our Instagram for that post, and we will add your name to the spinny thing or put another ticket in there for you if you're already in the thing. All right, what else we got? Thanksgiving Eve here at Hoppin', 2608 Weisenberger Street, where we film Monday through Thursday. Music bingo from 6 to 8, free s'more buffet at 7, comedy show at 8, pumpkin pie shots, food available. All right, so this goes along with our last announcement for the day. We have got our big, huge comedy show that we're going to be doing every week right here at Hoppin'. I'm helping to put it on, but Cockpit Comedy is the funny guy, Mr. Anthony Reyes, and he's going to be putting the show on. I'm going to be there to support and man a panel. We're going to have a panel of people that are going to ask questions to the comedian after they're done, give them some support, maybe rip them apart a little bit for their set. It's going to be fun, but it's very you're supposed to be there to engage with the comedian, not during his 2 to 5 minute set.
Have some respect.
But afterwards, yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we really want you guys to come out. If you're a comedian, there is an open mic segment after the regular show, and that's going to be something we want to grow week by week. So, Thanksgiving Eve, party at Hoppin', all the stuff that we just listed, plus the comedy show. Mama Lou's Tamales is going to be out here, and she was telling me that this is the last chance you'll have to order tamales before Thanksgiving, because it's Thanksgiving Eve. And if you've never had Mama Lou's Tamales, it's not just tamales; it's a complete culinary delicacy.
I have not had the pleasure of
Are
having
you
one
serious?
yet. No, but
that really surprises me.
But I follow her on Instagram, and I'm always every time it's like
my mouth is watering.
I need
right
to follow
now.
her around and get tamales.
Yeah. So rest easy, folks. You don't have to wait to find out where Mama Lou's is going to be next, because you got to go to events to get these things. It will be every Wednesday right here at Hoppin'. Mama Lou's Tamales, Cockpit Comedy, Fort Worth Roots, and drink specials from Hoppin'. So come hang out. That is this Wednesday. All the festivities start at 6 o'clock with music bingo. There's going to be free s'mores at 7. Our comedy show will start at 8. Pumpkin pie shots and Mama Lou's Tamales. Okay, I said everything like 3 times. I think we're good. Make sure there's no more notes. That's it. All right. Now we need to tell people about Richard Keller real quick. We've gone way over the limit.
I'm blaming you. I didn't do it.
Tell us about
time.
Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensation, sir.
Well, Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations is a Fort Worth Weekly 2024 Best of nominated punk band.
Can people still vote, or is it closed?
Yes. So voting is still until the 30th, which is this Saturday.
And this is the last round of voting, right?
This is the last round of voting. You have to vote in at least 5 categories. You're spoiled for choice, so that shouldn't be a problem. Because every category I saw, there was at least 3 people that was like, oh, well, if I wasn't in this category.
It's hard choices.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Fort Worth Weekly is a local publication that is kind of focused on Fort Worth culture, local businesses, things like that. And they put on a award show once a year. And last year was absolutely amazing. It was my favorite show for 2023. And
it was really good.
Or I guess it would have been 2024, right? Because it was...
No, it was December. It was December of last year.
Okay.
So it was 23.
It was great. They did it at the Ridgely Theater. And what they do is they have different categories for bassist and vocalist and everything you can think of. And you can go right now and vote for your favorite artist. Best way to find it is just go to the Fort Worth Weekly Instagram page, click on their bio, and there's a link for voting. Click on that. Make sure to include your email, and then go through. And it's got instructions at the top of the page. But, yeah, vote. Make sure you vote.
Democracy is important.
Democracy. Okay. Where can people find you?
ItchyRichie.com. The newly remodeled ItchyRichie.com.
And you are IRATBS on Instagram.
On Instagram and Facebook, yes.
Excellent. All right, folks, we went way over today. Usually these episodes are supposed to be about 20 minutes long, but we had a lot of info to get through. If you have anything that you'd like to tell us about so we can play it on tomorrow's episode or at any point during the week, make sure and email us an audio file of you talking about your upcoming event, whether it's just you gigging at a restaurant around town or you got a big old fundraiser. We don't care. We just want to help people get the information. So our email is media@fortworthroots.com. Guys, gals, we have had a lot of positive feedback from the morning show. Thank you so much for making this part of your day. And if you have any input, if you would like a different segment, if you want to just call and leave a little tidbit of information for us that we can play on the show, talking about what you like about the show, what could be better, we're here for it. It's 817-988-1292. That voicemail is always ready for you. All right, that's it. No more, Richie.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, thank y'all. And as you move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Until tomorrow, good day.
Great day in the morning.